Hello everyone, and welcome to my server. I am Ekvitijuv, and this is Baby Psycraft. I've named my server Baby Psycraft in honor of the old Psycraft server in Ilmango, mainly because I built a lot of Ilmango farms, and Ilmango used to be my favorite MC content creator back in the day, and to a certain extent he still is, just out of the nostalgia of it all, and yeah, just wanted to give them a shout out, so I named my server after them. Yeah, what I've got planned for you today is a server tour of my server, an overview of the seed that I picked to make this server on Q Biomes, and then we're going to come back to this here map. I'm going to talk about my buddies who've helped me get here, the advancements I've got, and some stats I've got. And yeah, that's everything I've got planned for today, so without much further ado, let's get right into it. So first off, we've got the raid farm over here. It's a 121 stacking raid farm design. It uses a villager down here and here to like start the raid here, and then it shifts the point up to like here, and then all the raiders spawn in, fall down to here, have like half a heart, and then you just kill them. Yeah, it's a pretty good design. Main reason I never updated to 121.2 because they broke it. And yeah. Next up on the list, we've got the firework factory, which is this here. It's not my own design, but I wired it up myself. It's got yeah, just some sugarcane farms, pretty slow gunpowder farm. They're both like rate limited, so they're about equal speed when you stand at the AFK spot. And yeah, it crafts like 3 shulker boxes of rockets per hour. And next up we've got the turtle pen and the nano farm district, which is over here, which has a mud farm, a nano crop farm, a snow farm, a stone farm, a 2 high flower farm, a egg farm, and a little further back a cactus farm. And we've got a bamboo patch back here, a bee greenhouse over here. Let me show you with my spyglass. A iron farm over here, the Nico is Lost design. And then we've also got a villager pen and trade hall. Here's a villager pen. And here's the trade hall. Only librarians in the trade hall. And then we've got a stem farm over here. It's from the Psycraft Blitz series. We've got the sugarcane farm over here. Just one module of the 4 module type that I've got on the rocket factory. A little further behind it, we've got the TNT duper. You can see it here for the brown mushroom farm. And then we've got the cobblestone farm and the XP gold farm. Cobblestone farm's over here. The XP gold farm is this one behind it. Pretty big. And then the last thing we've got listed on the map is the shulker farm over here, which I'm pretty proud of this one. I redid the color scheme to be all black kinda, with black stone, mud, black glass, and obsidian. Yeah, pretty happy with it. It's also a Ilmango design. And not listed on the map, but still on the island that I've got to show you. Over this way, we've got an excavated geode. Excavated it pretty early on into the server, but yeah, that's where I get all my tinted glass and amethyst shards that I need from. I would turn it into an automatic server, but I don't actually have any mods on my server. It's just vanilla survival hard mode, and I don't want to add any mods, and the best way I know how to make an automated amethyst shard farm is with a mod, so for the foreseeable future I won't be doing that. And down here we've got my lava farm, just 30 lava cauldrons. It's manual, but it works for all my lava needs. Further down that way is where I mine for diamonds, but that's boring, so I won't take you guys down there. And then got a lodestone, got shulker box crafter, my melons, pumpkins, and cocoa beans grow here. Got some lays over here, all 11 cat types over here. Here's storage, which I forgot to mention on the map, but it's on there. And over here, underneath the cobblestone farm, is the last thing that's not mentioned on the map, which is my invention, the piston crafters. Each one of these is half hopper speed, and I've got 6 of them hooked up in parallel, so it's 3 times hopper speed, 27k pistons per hour. And how it works is, when it's activated, these observers become a double hopper speed observer clock, which pulses these droppers here, which put cobblestone and planks into this crafter at twice hopper speed, which, along with this hopper and this hopper here, which I can't click on because I'm in control mode, put 1 iron and 1 redstone into the crafter. And yeah, when it's turned on, which I will actually demonstrate for you here quickly, we'll craft 1 piston every like 16 game ticks or something. Yeah, pretty fast, pretty good. Happy with the design, and I don't want to spoil anything in the servitor, but I've used a lot of pistons. That's why I actually have the machine built up. Doing probably the biggest project I've ever undertaken in Minecraft. And we will get to there in this part of the servitor, because the next stop is the nether roof. So up here on the nether roof, we've got a few interesting things. Output to the Nico's Lost Gold Iron Farm is right here. I actually designed it myself, so I'll get into the redstone of it a little bit later. Then we've got the output to the shulker farm right here, just an Omango design, as well as this is an Omango design. It's his perfect furnace array, which has 23 furnaces all timed up perfectly with redstone, and I built the 46 wide version. So talk about the Iron Farm redstone now, before we actually take you down that way and continue the servitor. So what we've got is, instead of just having some chests here, like Nico's Lost suggested, I route all the items into this dropper tower, which sends them up to the top up here, where they get item filtered for iron, and the iron gets sent into this crafter, which has a crafting circuit attached, which just crafts iron blocks and turns them into this silo, which I have been emptying into these shulker boxes. All these 8 at the bottom are empty, but I've been using a lot of iron for crafting pistons. And then yeah, all the items that don't get filtered out for iron get sent over this way to this item garbage here, except a few of them will get siphoned off down here by this hopper into this dropper, which gets powered by this torch burnout clock once every 11 seconds, which actually chunk loads the whole thing by itself when I flick the on lever in the overworld. So yeah, pretty proud of that. Came up with most of the redstone there myself. Yeah. We're going to start the server tour of the nether side down this way, where I've got my mob switch. It's just a chunk loader with, there's 512 shulkers in that box up there. So enough shulkers to stop mobs spawning for 7 players in the nether. Then we just passed the slime farm, but I'm going to take you guys to the sand duper first. Okay, the sand duper is just through this portal here with a chunk loader attached. I forget who designed it, but I'm gonna have all the farms and designs and videos and stuff I used linked in the description. So yeah, it's quite fast sand duper, 123 sand per hour. It works on a 7 game ticks clock cycle, which the clock is like this one right here. It's got like yeah, scaffolding, observer, trapdoor, observer, trapdoor, observer. But I don't think this observer is part of the clock. It's like 2 ticks, 2 ticks, 2 ticks, 1 tick. Say a 7 tick cycle. Yeah. back through this way. I'll get you guys to the slime farm now. Oh, whoa. Sorry about that, guys. There was a lag spike, and it wouldn't let me stop turning. It was kind of crazy. Ah, shit. I tried to stop perfectly, and I stopped way too early. Yeah, through this way is the slime farm. Not very many slimes in it right now because it's a low moon phase, but it's the 118 El Mango design, 75 by 75 version that he designed for DocM on the Hermitcraft server. And it's got the 119. I'll see if I can show them over this way a bit more. But yeah, it's got the 119 minecart unloaders that this one's not on. I'll just turn it on quickly while I'm over here. Yeah, you just do that. It sends the minecart out. Yeah, it just burns the minecart because ever since 119 they drop as themselves instead of as a minecart in the hopper, enabling that. Oh. The spider didn't stop me from going through the portal. Glad it wasn't a creeper. Anyway, now I'll take you down this way and we'll find out what I've been using all those pistons for. Because all the way down at the end of this highway, I've got the start of a perimeter. So I've been using a Desu Desu 3-way bedrock breaker. Surprise, surprise, that's what all the pistons are for. I have currently used over 300,000 pistons to remove, I think, over 200,000 bedrock. Or just around, probably just under, to be completely honest. But there should be like 230,000 bedrock in the area that I'm removing on average. I haven't actually checked the exact amount because I'm not using any mods. And yeah, biggest project I've ever undertaken in Minecraft, and definitely when I finish it, the one I'll be most proud of as well. Yeah, you've seen all the farms that I used to get every resource for the pistons, except the witch farms. We'll take you there next. Ah, shoot, I passed it. Oh, I passed it again. I'm sorry, guys, I'm terrible at boating. There we go. First try. Yeah, the witch farm is just over this way. It's the El Mango 114 design. Nothing too special, but in 121 the redstone drop rate for witches did get buffed, so it actually does like 6.7k redstone per hour now, which is pretty nice. Then a little further this way, we've got my pillager farm, which is where I got all my Bad Omen 5 bottles for my raid farm. So yeah, that's the output right there, and I will show you the actual farm itself through a spyglass. It is right. I don't want any hostiles to come at me while I'm looking at it. There we go. Right there. Yeah, it's a pretty simple design. It just has name tag pillagers getting shot by snow golems who aggro the pillagers around the platform when I'm AFK at it to run into the nether portals and fall to their deaths on the other side. So they get item filtered over here for Bad Omen 5 bottles, and yeah. Store that in shulker boxes. Next up over here, actually first try this time, is my wool farm. Technically 16 individual wool farms. I've got them all wired up together though. And yeah, it gives me every color of wool. It's overflowing right now, as you can see. But it's a lesser known El Mango design, and how it works is basically You've got observers that see the sheep eat tall grass, which they prioritize over eating actual grass, block grass, which hard powers this wool, soft powers these note blocks, and quasi powers this dispenser, which bone meals the grass block, regrowing the tall grass before the sheep could ever eat it again. And this observer detects this note block, which powers this dispenser, which shears the sheep, giving you wool. So yeah, it costs bone meal and it costs shears, but I've got a bone block to bone meal crafting system there, and a iron block to shears crafting system there, so it will run for a very long time, even when it is chunk loaded, and it works well chunk loaded too. Although, with what's happening with random ticks in these coming versions of Minecraft, it won't matter, all sheep farms will be chunk loadable. And next up we've got the ENX04 Next Gen Honey Farm. It's a 64 hive design, and it's got the my own actual custom crafting circuit for recycling the glass bottles back into it. So it uses the same redstone logic that ENX04 recommended you use, with just like a chest of glass bottles and then a chest to like collect the honey bottles. But instead of a chest to collect the honey bottles, I route them into this crafter here, which I just crafted. But yeah, it collects the honey bottles in here, and then crafts them up into this chest boat, where they get item filtered. The honey blocks go this way, into the shulker box loader, and the glass bottles get filtered into this dropper, which gets powered at the same time as the whole item filter system. And yeah, just sends a glass bottle back into the system every time it takes a honey bottle out. And yet somehow it still runs out of glass bottles, so I have to refill it from time to time, but it is what it is. C'est la vie. Yeah, the last stuff on the nether roof at any rate, and sorry for the piglin noises, but it's all over this way. We've got my hoglin farm over here, my piglin bartering station over here, and my nether portal that takes me to the stronghold with the end portal I use right here. And before I actually take you there, just a little further back this way, I will show you my piglin spawning platform, which is where I got all my piglins for the bartering station. And yeah, it's pretty cool design. Just uses some carpets to prevent hoglins from spawning, turtle eggs to attract zombified piglins into the corners, and zombified piglins and soulfire torches to scare the piglins toward the middle. And something I added to it myself is just this trapdoor right here where I throw a gold ingot onto it, and then that will attract the piglins even further into the little pit where you can then sort them with minecarts to keep the ones with swords and kill the ones with crossbows. Yeah, that's everything that's on the nether roof, so I'm going to take you guys to the end now, and then we'll finish up the tour on the main room of the nether, because one farm that's not really connected to my whole highway system, and it's my double blaze spawner farm. Here we are in the end. This is the output of the sand duper. We've got sand, 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 yeah, sand for days. 1.4 million sand in there. Yeah, this is the collection system for the sand duper. Just got some hopper minecart item yeeters that burn the hopper minecarts, send the items into the water stream. Items get pushed over these 6x hopper speed shulker box loaders and sent up to storage. And the 6x hopper speed shulker box loaders are automatically kept topped up on empty shulker boxes by the shulker box crafter and a comparator that detects when it runs out. Yeah, that's one of 4 things we've got here in the end. One I won't be showing you guys because that's just a end ice bridger, and it's pretty far out, so I don't really want to take you there. That would be kind of boring. But over here we've got my Enderman farm, which I haven't actually used since I built the XP gold farm. And the last thing I will be showing you in the end is along the ice bridge the Bridger made, so let's go there now. Now, it doesn't take too long to actually get to the Wither Rose farm, but while we're driving there, I'm just gonna talk about just some other stuff, because it is a little bit of a trip. Yeah, so we could talk about the seed a little bit. I actually found it myself using an app called Seeder. Got pretty lucky with the nether side, but I'll actually talk about that a bit more when we're in Q biomes taking a look at the seed. And yeah, I feel quite lucky that I did find this. I'll also expose the seed, so if you guys want to play on it, you can, but we'll do that when the Q biome section. And yeah, here it is, the Wither Rose farm. Just an Enderman spawning platform, Wither looking at a chicken, Wither shoots at the chicken, heads explode in bedrock, damage the Enderman who fell down, and yeah, they drop Wither Roses. The design can do up to 14,000 Wither Roses per hour, but I don't actually have the 14 Wither Roses per hour capacity version. I only have I think the 6,000 version, but I may upgrade it at some point, but I need to upgrade the storage first. But yeah, we're on the way to the Double Blaze spawner farm now, and yeah, it'll be the last stop on the server tour, and then we'll go to Q biomes after that. And yeah, sorry for the boring ice boat rides, but I guess I kind of wanted to give a sense of how, even though everything's pretty far apart, on the map, it's all set up in a way where I can get to and from it pretty quickly. Yeah. So a little further this way, we will have we have to go through the chunk loaders for the stem farm, because my old portal I used to get to the underside of the nether, which I had much closer to my storage, would interfere with the iron farm output, so I had to destroy it. Yeah. The Double Blaze spawner farm is just this way. And here we are. Yeah, Double Blaze spawner farm. There's one, there's two. Yeah. It's a Nembon pathfinding design. You just flip that lever in there and it turns off the lava, and then kind of just stand right there and it'll collect a good amount of blazes in an entity priming proof kill chamber, where you just kill them with Sweeping Edge 3 when you feel like you've got enough. But yeah, that's been the actual server tour portion of the server tour. So we will see you next in Q biomes. Alrighty guys, so here we are in Q biomes, and yeah, this is the seed, so if any of you are curious or wanted to play on it, it is 10, 16, 12, 46, 65, 92, 54, 68, 17, 7. And yeah, these criteria I used to search for it on Seeder were a village, a swamp, and a mushroom island biome, all within 1,000 blocks of spawn. And it found me this village, which was super easy to kidnap the villagers from and bring them to this mushroom island here. And the swamp was to build a slime farm, which I ended up building right here. And yeah, some other cool locations that I've already shown you on the server, but here's where they are on the map, just to give you a scale of things. The sand duper is at this stronghold right here. Slime farm's here, obviously. Oh, whoops, let me turn these on. The end portal that I mainly use is here. The pillager farm is here. The witch farm is here. And some farms that I'm gonna build but haven't built yet I'm going to build a trial key farm here and a guardian farm here. But the main interesting part of this seed is actually on the other side, so let me take you there. And as you can see, this is the area in the nether where most of my stuff is. But if we zoom in just a bit, one thing I really like about QBiomes is it actually shows you structure bounding boxes. And as you can see here, a little hard with the contrast, but red on red. It's got a double blaze spawner at the I think second closest fortress to where everything is. So I think the closest is technically here, second closest is here, and at the third closest, which is where I've got the perimeter site, and why I'm making the perimeter in the first place, we've got a triple crossroads, which is perfect for making a wither skeleton farm. Hey guys, we're back, and yeah, I'm going to take a quick moment to talk about my buddies who have helped me out on the server. So we've got starting off, Explosive Burger. He was here basically since day one. He helped me with some early game resource gathering. He helped me with defeating the Ender Dragon and getting my first Elytra. And he also helped me with doing a bastion raiding circuit where we raided 8 bastions and got the first nether upgrades on the server. And then we've got Smoky Cactus 5807 and Squid 136. They both joined like a lot later after Explosive Burger, but they also both helped me out a lot in different ways. So I guess Squid 136, he kind of helped out first, and he did a trial chambers with me, and he actually got an ominous bottle because I forgot one as loot from the trial chamber and drank it. And doing the ominous trials, he got a heavy core, which I guess mainly because he thought he wouldn't be on here as much as I am. He ended up giving me the mace that he crafted with it, so I am very thankful to Squid 136 for getting me my first mace. And then Smoky Cactus 5807, last but not least, he helped me with ancient debris mining. We did a lot of that stuff. Got enough to get me full netherite everything, and him full netherite armor and sword. Actually 2 chest plates because he lost one. But yeah, we're going to finish up enough to get him full ancient debris, or full netherite everything, next time he's on. And he also helped me with doing a raid at an actual village instead of in the raid farm, which got me my first Ravager kills, which left me with only one mob to kill to get Monsters Hunted, which was the Zoglin. So I captured a Hoglin in the overworld and got my Zoglin kill and got Monsters Hunted, which is a perfect segue into the next segment that I want to do, which is advancements. So, for advancements, another ones I'll talk about the ones I don't have. So I don't have Uneasy Alliance, I don't have the Strider based ones, I don't have Not Quite 9 Lives, I don't have a Furious Cocktail or How Did We Get Here, and I don't have Subspace Bubble. For Adventure, there's actually quite a few I don't have, but yeah, the one that I got recently I'm proud of is Monsters Hunted, and one that I'm close to but not really working on because I don't know how to figure out which 5 biomes it is that I'm missing, Adventuring Time. For the end, I'm just missing the end again. For Husbandry, I'm missing quite a few, but the one that I got most recently that I'm kind of proud of is a complete catalog. And for Minecraft, I'm missing Not Today Thank You and Zombie Doctor. And then all that's left to do is talk about stats. So let's get into that now. We've got, in general, 30,000 chests opened, 37,000 damage done, and 13,000 damage taken. I know, less than a 3-to-1 ratio, I'm trash at combat. Then we've got 500 kilometers sprinted, 500 kilometers walked, 400 kilometers by boat, and 2,500 kilometers by Elytra. And then other cool big numbers we've got in the stats. We've got 185,000 jumps and 22,000 total mob kills. We've got 11,000 shulker boxes opened, 1.37 days of sneak time, and then we've got 36.95 days of playtime, 27.92 days since my last death, and 18 deaths total, as well as 17,000 villager trades. For items, we have got some cool ones. We've got 42,000 times mined on Obsidian, mainly from using the Nembon AFK Obsidian farm. And we've also got 28k Netherrack mined when building, mostly when building the Nembon Double Blaze spawner farm. Because pathfinding base, you have to remove all the solid blocks in the pathfinding range. For times broken, we've got 7 for brushes, collecting armadillo scoots, and 6 for diamond pickaxes, using the Nembon AFK Obsidian farm. And then for times crafted, we've got over 100k for all of the ingredients for pistons, so 400k for redstone and iron, and over 500,000 for crimson and warped planks, which kind of cool one to note because of those. I only have 14,000 spruce planks crafted, which is the type of plank I was using before I had built my tree farm, because I was just growing 2x2 spruce trees and chopping them down manually. And since I built my tree farm, I have not used a spruce plank really since, and I've used over 1 million planks from my tree farm. Yeah, so for times used, we've got 309,000, for pistons, which I used in the glow squid piston placer to place my pistons for the Decidusted 3-way bedrock breaker. And we've got 103,000 uses on the diamond pickaxe and 37,000 uses on obsidian, because I've built a lot of portal-based farms and chunk loaders. Then we got for picked up, we've got 1.6 million cobble picked up, because I don't actually have a proper cobble storage. I just pick it up when I need it for my farm and use it when I use it. And then, because I don't store it as well, dropped 23,000 cobble. And yeah, that is basically everything. One last thing I want to say before we go is, if you like the content, give me a like and maybe a subscribe if you feel so inclined. And if you don't like the content, maybe comment what you don't like, so that I can improve upon it and do more of what you like and less of what you don't like. But with that said, that has been our server tour of Baby Psycraft. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, I am Ekpatiju, and I will see you in the next one.